See how this looks. Basically, what I did here was there's a thing like if you just make it like jittery in the middle section, it gives like a cool effect. I'm just curious to see if this will work how I expect it to. Kind of. Probably if you put them a little bit closer together. What's the thing? Alt and yeah, you can alt and arrow to change that. It's kind of a good way to do it. That should increase the jitter there. Yeah, not bad. There's a bunch of different kind of keyframes you can do as well, which is kind of like, for instance, say I wanted it to do a hold keyframe. Was it Control Alt and click? Yeah. So that gives you a hold on the position keyframe. So what happens then is it stops. So you can see that is linear in, hold out. And you'll notice this one now, the grayed out is zero, nothing in, linear out. And then what was the if I press it, an Alt on this guy, let me just try and remember the shortcut. Because yeah, there's basically, I think there's like a dialog box for like each of the keyframes. You can see the incoming velocity is 0 pixels per second, so it basically means it's 0. If I did, let me just see this one. That just gives you the position. All right, Control. Right. So I'm only seeing the. Let me just see this. Yeah, I'm only seeing the temporal stuff. Right. Yeah. Wait a minute. So the spatial, will the spatial appear differently? I think it does, right? For if I look at it in separate dimensions, I don't remember how you see that. It's on the other graph type. Hmm. Wait, control goes only go from auto Bezier to linear. But you see, if you have a hold keyframe above on top of it, then it basically it alters the next one, right? Yeah. I do wonder, like, the link between the words temporal and spatial, and then the names of the graphs, value and speed. It's not great with this graph though. I would see it more clearly with less points. Should I do a different graph before this? Motion sketch, unfortunately, as good as it is, I need to. If you want to understand the graph first, it's probably easier to do it the other way around. Should we try a different one? What is the other thing I can't remember is what is it? Control Alt and P. No. There it is, shift. Right, yeah, of course. So it's the typical shift behavior. So if I want to pull that bit in, pull that one in. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. Scale is S, right? Scale is S. Opacity is T. Opacity, yeah. And obviously position is P. Right. I think the reason why I'm getting certain options on the keyframes is because I think obviously opacity, I believe, has no spatial component, right? So I should get the keyframes on opacity should be different, I think, right? Let's try a let's just do something with the opacity then. Opacity is 100 here. This is the switches panel, right? Is this F4? Yeah. F4. Okay, I haven't got to this section yet. It's obviously a big section. I'm not going to do that yet. Right. I'm not quite sure what. Yeah. Turn off all effects, if any. That is probably a useful thing. Interpolates frame concept. But wait, okay. I'll get to that in a minute when I can. I'm not even gonna think. I don't need to think about it. I think I can do everything in while it's like this. I haven't been doing it like this, but maybe that's the way you can. I do want to see though if. So what did I say the shortcut was? Control and Alt will turn it to hold. Yes. So if I then lower this, we should get a funnier looking. That is just a straight up hold keyframe. Yeah, that's the shape of the hold. That's in hold. I wasn't. How did I actually get the box to appear? So control on it would go. Yeah, you see, there's no spatial component here, so this is much simpler to work with. Yeah, I think like in general, if I do like a more of a tutorial video, it's better to use something without the spatial component because that can be different. Opacity is actually an interesting one. Okay, so what we got? Right, we've got so nothing in, hold out. Yeah. Nothing in, hold out. Nothing in, hold out. Interestingly, this one seemed to be okay to be a just straight up hold. What we got there? Right. That's auto bezier in, hold out. Huh. How can we change that? So we can make that auto bezier, linear, auto bezier, linear. Or auto bezier, hold out. Yeah, when we do control alt, we're shifting between yeah, auto bezier in, hold out, or sorry, this is what I always forget. That is auto bezier, right? Yeah. And the continuous or regular bezier. Yeah, we're switching between regular bezier and auto bezier if we're doing that. Okay. Interestingly, it's like I don't know how the input can be moving when the output is. Interesting. How if I change it? Interestingly, did it actually create that? I think it might just be that it's like that because I haven't altered it. Make sure everything's selected. So this is 62. Right. Yeah, I guess it's hard to see at this scale. I probably shouldn't worry about it too much. But I wonder if I set. One thing is when you set the hold keyframe, I think is when it alters the input of the next keyframe. I believe. So let me just try that. Yes. Wait. Put it back. There you go. So there's all Bezier hold. It kind of looks like they're both off, doesn't it? It is working though. So it's an interesting one. But you see, if I put another keyframe in, that's just a straight up hold one.